So for today, we're going to be looking at the Umbral Rumble shader. If you guys don't know, this is a new shader that got introduced last week. I don't even remember. I haven't been keeping up with Destiny 2, but it is a really good shader. I highly recommend you guys check out Cripps' video because he actually shows you how to actually get the shader. And that's the video I used because, again, I have not been paying much attention to Destiny 2. So yeah, if you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe. If you like the sets, let me know in the comments below as well. Remember, again, like, comment, subscribe really does help because a huge portion of people are actually not subscribed. So if you can do me a favor, like, comment, sub, hit the bell notification because that also does help immensely. Other than that, let's get into it. So here is the Hunter set. I'm just going to show you the sets, and then I guess later we'll look at the actual shadering because I do think it is really cool. But to start off, here is the Hunter set. I really like the Hunter set. I think it's really cool. It is a reused set that I've used for, well, actually not really, because I switched out a few sets. So specifically the Acolyte's Ambition for the Wormhouse Crown, Navigator's Raiment sleeves, the Apollo's Following vest, the Strides of the Taken King, and then last but not least, the Aphotic Lemelar cloak. So I actually really like using the Aphotic Lemelar cloak with this combo. I think it's really cool. But yeah, I actually really like this set. For the shader, and obviously it's Umbral Rumble, the new shader that we just got, and I think it's really cool. I think the fact that it has this Taken-esque feel makes this shader that much better. And obviously I'm going for a like Taken underwater vibe type of thing. I kind of wish I did use more of the Taken King pieces, but I didn't want to use too many of them. If you did really want to use more of them, I would honestly say the you can switch out the Taken King or the Apollo's Following chest piece with the Taken King set. My only thing is that it would be breaking one of my rules, which is not to use a chest piece with the same boots, just because for Hunters and Titans specifically, it looks like the same set almost because it's just covering so much of the Guardian compared to Warlocks, where the rules actually not the same chest piece with the helmet. That's just the rules that I go by. But overall, I really like this set. Again, there's a few things here and there you could switch out. For example, if you don't have the Aphotic Lemelar cloak, because that one is a season pass ornament, it's the same thing with the Apollo's Following set, and the Navigator's Raiment. But the Navigator Raiment is available right now because it's the current season pass ornament. There's a few pieces you can do. Obviously, you can go for some of the pieces from the Oryx raid, the Taken King set, the Crota raid as well. There's a lot of things you could be doing, so don't worry. It's not like these pieces are unavailable to you, or if you want to make a specific like Taken set, there is things you can be doing with this, and it's not even Taken like as in like hive pieces. I've seen people do really cool things with like Destiny 1 enemies, where it's like they're Taken, like specifically there's like a Cabal Taken enemy where they've done some really cool fashion for that. I would just recommend go to Cripps' Discord because that's where I've noticed a lot of them. But yeah, Hunters, let me know what you guys think about this one. As for the next set, this one is a set that I've made previously. It's one of my more favorite sets just because it looks really cool. So for this one, Helm of the Taken King, Veiled Tides Gauntlets, War Newman's chest piece, Abeyant Leap for the actual exotic, and then a Finala's Iron Mark. Yeah, I think this one is probably not even probably, it's way better than the Hunter set in my opinion. It's just thematically it looks really cool. The arms, specifically the shoulder pads, have the spikes. The helmet has spikes. The chest piece has spikes in the back, and the boots even have spikes. And I really like the mark with this because the mark really makes everything look really cool. Makes the chest piece or the like the waist look really scary because like it looks almost like mesmerizing almost. So yeah, this set with Umbral Rumble looks absolutely magnificent. It's, again, like I said, it's really cool. I actually don't even remember what shader I was using beforehand, but I guess it doesn't even really matter because this set looks really cool. And then last but not least, Warlocks. Here is what you guys ended up getting. So this one's interesting considering, again, another hive theme one where we're using Hood of the Taken King, the Astral Stasis Drake Warlock gloves, Chasm of Yule, the Carapace boots, and then the Cursed Chidden. For the specific exotic, it's going to be the exotic class item, which the exotic class item always escapes my solipsism. Oh, whatever. That's a stupid name. Either way, this is the set that I came up with. I really like it. To be fair, There is some other sets that I was thinking about doing, specifically instead of using the cursed Chidden for the art, or the bond I should say, I was thinking about using the Ahamkara helmet that they have, specifically the really cool looking one. I forget what it's called, but I was thinking about using that one, but I was like, I use that one a lot, and it's an exotic that realistically no one's gonna be using. So I ended up using the what is this called again? Solipsism. So that way people actually will utilize that, because again, that's way better than the helmet exotic that I was thinking about. So overall, that is pretty much it for these sets. I really enjoyed making these. Oh, not make, but more so just put the shader on some of the more existing ones that I already had. Aside from Warlocks, I actually did make that one new. But we're gonna be going game real quick, just so that way I can actually show you what you can be doing with this. We're just gonna be looking at the hunters because I don't want to look at everyone. But dude, legitimately, this shader is super cool. There's so many things you can be doing. Unfortunately, there are some ornaments that's just not gonna work with, specifically like this one where Chroma Cloak just has that dark blue that's gonna just fuck up everything. But you have the Aphotic Limilar stuff is just gonna look super foreboding with it, because again, this one was introduced in a season that was underwater, so it just kind of makes sense that the underwater one is gonna look really cool with it. Here it is. And then the Aphotic Limilar Cloak. So yeah, something like this looks absolutely terrifying. But again, like I said, if you don't have the ornaments for those, don't worry, you can definitely do Twisting Echo stuff is gonna be looking pretty cool with it. Which, let me see real quick. Twisting Echo, I don't have it unlocked, because why would I? It's uneven as fuck. I do have the boots unlocked though, if I remember correctly. I do. And then the cloak, definitely, I actually think I'm using it right now. Yeah, so something like this is going to be really cool as well. Now granted, I do think the boots look a little bit better, because this gives almost this shader right here vibes. Ensilvered Snare, yeah, it almost gives Ensilvered Snare vibes to it almost. Yeah, which isn't a problem, because that shader is really cool. But there's a lot of things you can do with this shader, and I'm just really happy to have a really cool shader. I guess the other one I could show you would be the something like this. Anything with of this type of vibe is just gonna look really cool, because to me that's just kind of where my head goes when I see a shader like this. It's gonna be Taken vibes in general, because look at this shit. Tell me that's not fucking insanely foreboding. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I have nothing really to talk about after this. First and foremost, tomorrow is Tuesday, which means we're gonna be getting some new things. Remember that this armor might be leaving tomorrow actually, so I might actually post this earlier than I thought. I was probably gonna post this video at 12, but I'll post it at 10, so that way you guys have a little bit more time to actually buy this. Because hunters specifically, you guys probably should buy this, because the cloak alone is worth it. Because if you turn off, actually I'll just show you real quick, so that way you guys are aware of what the fuck I'm talking about. Because I do think it's fucking cool, and it's the only class item that does this for hunters specifically. So look at this real quick. Turns it off completely. So if you have always wanted to have no cloak, no scarf, no nothing, that's the cloak that's going to do it. And it's the only cloak that does it specifically. If I remember correctly, there is no other cloak that does that off the top of my head. Because again, everything else just kind of turns off the cloak. Some of them have some cool interactions, like this one specifically. We'll just put the hood down, which I think Bungie should do that instead, because this is cool. This one has it as well. I don't think any other cloak does that, so that's unfortunate. But this one has that little cloth right there. There is another one. This one right here, which is just a scarf, which I think is cool. I think that's it actually. There is not a lot of cloaks that are just a little thing. That's the same thing as this one. Yeah, there's just, this one's pretty cool if you want to go for an Egyptian vibe. Yeah, there's just a lot of things you could do with this cloak, which is why I think it's just amazing. Because I've also done Japanese inspired sets. So yeah, there's other things you can get, but me, realistically, it's the armor that I would be going for. But other than that, there's really not much else that I would really say you should get. So I'm excited for tomorrow. Some new stuff for Destiny 2. Iron Banner, I'm going to be making a video for Iron Banner, specifically the new shader, because the new shader I actually think is pretty fucking beautiful. Let me show you real quick. It's right here. I think the shader is beautiful. I am 1000% going to be making a video on it. Unfortunately, I just didn't have enough time to play Iron Banner this weekend. I played a lot of it actually on Friday, if I remember correctly. But I was just busy Saturday and Sunday and today as well, so that's why I didn't play a lot. But next Iron Banner, I'm definitely going to be getting this, because we are getting another Iron Banner, and I think I just hit Legend. Yeah, I think I just hit Legend, which means I just need one more day to like really just play all day and then get that shader, because that shader is going to be cool. I'm going to be covering that shader, and I definitely will be covering the shaders from the not public events, the fucking the playlists. So for example, Zavala, Shax, and Mr. Gambit himself, the Drifter. So we're gonna get the shaders from that, and then just basically do what we did in this video, where we'll probably just make an armor set and then just slap on the shader there, so that way you guys are aware what it can do. I'm not gonna do the thing that I used to do, where I just showcased all the classes with different coloring, just because it takes a long time, and honestly I really don't want to do that anymore. So I'll just put an armor set that I have either made or made for that shader, and then just do that instead. So let me know what you guys think. I appreciate y'all coming to this point. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. Other than that, be safe. I'll see you guys later.